Hi, this is Daniel Ziegler, and because I'm recording late at night, this is going to be a very quiet presentation of my Milestone 3 with the compute shaders and putting everything on the GPU. Unfortunately, I was not able to complete every feature of this milestone on time. In fact, even the basic stuff does not actually work. But I will show what code I have, and I will show you what exactly happens if I try to run this. So first of all, I'm going to uncomment this, build this here, and run the engine. Now, as you can see, it causes an error. What specifically happens is that this error happens as soon as I try to do the GL dispatch compute on the computing the Bone World GPU. So you'll see it runs fine until that point, but immediately as soon as I step into that, that's when it breaks. And this particular error, I'm not entirely sure what's causing this, but I believe it might have something to do with the differences between the bind index and block indices, something to do with OpenGL, and it might actually be a problem with my graphics card drivers. So I was not able to figure this out in time to get the assignment in. However, if you look at the output of this, you will see that I did map the SSBO that I was using to get the results of the first compute shader, and you can see that it actually was getting results from there. So at least that one is working. Beyond that, however, that is all that I've got working so far. Anyway, here are some of the relevant code that I have in regards to this. I did create an SSBO object, largely based on the one in class, though with some changes made to it, as you will see in the actual C++ file. SSBO.cpp. In here, I have the ways of creating it, binding it, setting everything, and even mapping it. Mapping map and unmap work a bit differently. Apparently, there have been some problems with doing map named buffer or map named buffer or whatever that function is. So I changed it to one that was suggested in the Piazza comments. Other than that, I have created the compute shaders for these. Compute Bone World is not particularly well, these are mostly similar to the ones that were seen in class, but the compute result bones is here, and compute Bone World is also finished as shown. Also, color light skin. This particular vertex shader I've altered so that. Hold on. Right. So I altered this one to change the inverse matrices in Bone World to layouts that I could map the SSBOs to. Since I never got to this stage, I'm not sure whether this would work or not. But basically, that is all I was able to get done in the time that I had left. The errors that I found I could not resolve in time. Now it's very late, and I've got work tomorrow morning, so this is all for what I've got. I will submit this, although it does not run properly. It does compile. Other than this, the Milestone 2 is the furthest I've gotten on this. Thanks for listening. Thank you for watching.